Hello everyone, this is 𝐬𝐿 and in this video I am walking parallel to the shoreline over here in Newport Beach, California. And if you're wondering what the purpose of these videos, watch the video in the card above. It will explain everything. And again, if there's any interference or noise or like wind interference, then I'm perfectly okay with that, since this is an autism video about sensory overload and what goes on whenever I'm in public places. So let's see how this goes. It's Saturday, so there's already a lot of people. In fact, I ran into two groups of students within like a 3-minute period just now. So I do have sensory overload, but not like other people on the spectrum. So for example, I could be in public situations like this, no problem. And now it's getting a bit crowded. So far so good. And now there's a lot of noise, and because there's a lot of noise over here, there's a lot of people yelling at each other. I'm hearing a lot of different yelling, people yelling at each other. So that's kind of a lot of going by the beach sometimes, is hearing all that. There are tons of bicyclists over here. There's multiple music going on at the same time. There's one on the bike, one blasting up ahead, and one blasting over here. So you may not even be able to hear me right now, which is perfectly okay. So if I could walk past it, then I'm fine. But if I'm like having to stay in one spot, then it could be sensory overload. And if I stay in that, like if I just stood back there, then it's like I can't hear anyone. And this is where it starts to, this is where it starts to get a bit noisy here. Now I have no idea if you could hear me or not, but so I was able to pass through that, no problem. And it looks like another person is YouTubing or filming, it looks like. Crossing this little street here. And yeah, if you can see, I'm looking back and forth very frequently. So that's what happens when I'm in social situations. That probably happens to all of us, is that we're constantly looking back and forth. But being over here at the beach, there's loud music everywhere. So now I'm just listening. A lot of conversations going on at the same time. So, you know, I could liken this to mini Manhattan almost. Whenever there's a lot of people, especially over in Huntington Beach, I liken it to mini Manhattan, even though I've never been to Manhattan. I've just seen lots of pictures and videos and movies and TV shows about Manhattan, how it's just swarming with people. And I would like to believe that I could handle that crowd. I've been to this donut place before. It was Friday, April 10th, 2009. And we went over there. We were here for a sunrise service that day, for Good Friday, just to clarify. Not the crowdest I've seen, but still. Perfect. And then a loud motorcycle. Whenever I heard louder than that, whenever I hear loud motorcycles, it's like my heart kind of caves in a bit. So, because it's just very loud. I can't imagine driving through this. I think my grandfather got stuck here one time, so. Okay. Just a lot of pedestrians, a lot of bicyclists and such. That's a vivid blue car, so that blue stood out to me. A lot of these are black, white, and gray. There's a red car there. Usually the vivid red, vivid blue, or any colors kind of bit just sticks out. A person wearing like a neon yellow attire over there, so.
And then I woke up. What do we?
Just meandering through here. Thin streets. At least there's not a lot of people here. I was here last year all the time, and they had tents and outdoor seating here because of the restrictions and regulations back in 2021. But now everyone's indoors. Okay, here's a spot where there's always a lot of chattering. So again, you may not, that place is crowded in there. See, I can't imagine being in there. It just seems too sensory overload, overbearing. So. In fact, I heard louder than that. Okay, now I'm approaching people. I have to, there we go. I was able to squeeze by. Okay, now a lot of people over on this sidewalk. But you can see I'm not paying attention looking at the camera. I'm paying attention looking at my surroundings over here. So right now I'm just, what I'm doing now is I'm pretending, okay, there's people coming, so. Alright, I might as well just go around in a circle right there. That's a strange sound. I wonder if I'm the only one that heard it. So in this video it's like I'm pretending to walk around as normal, not holding a camera, and then just adding some commentary of what is going on in my mind. I think the beach is the best place because there's so many people, so much music, loud music. So almost got caught on the bicycle rack back there. Well, not rack, but the handle. If I'm going to cross, this is going to be a bit stressful. Sometimes in this situation I wait for other people to cross, and if other people are crossing, then I'm not nervous to cross. Okay, now I'm back at the ice cream shop. In fact, I want to go straight. So this has been here since 1945, it says. I always like historical places. So not only am I hearing the music, I'm hearing the cars rumbling, and the motorcycles up ahead, so that's perfect. Sensory overload right there. So then they're going to cut through those cars. Oh, that's where that came from. Came from that little car back there. I was wondering. Sounds like a cow mooing. So alright, so yeah, I'm hearing a lot of cars, a lot of bicycle bells, so. Oh, actually that's Fred Flintstone. Yabba dabba doo. Okay, now I'm back here adjacent to the street, Newport Boulevard, so. Again, it's like it's popular or populated over there, but not right over here as much. I mean, I'm approaching a few people, but anyway. Okay, not that many people over here either, so anyway. Oh, that's very interesting, so anyway. So, now we're approaching this chocolate bash. I always wanted to try that chocolate bash. It seems interesting. It has like hazelnut and such, so anyway. Now just approaching the beach once more, so. See, whenever people yell or call out, my head instantly turns to the direction. So now I'm going the inverse of where I started from, back to this bar that has the loud music to it. Okay, hearing a lot of laughter, conversations at the same time. I picked up thousands of dollars, so anyway, with what they said. Now I want to meander this way and get closer to the sand, get closer to the ocean right here. Some things that I notice are a lot of tents and umbrellas and such, so I'm still hearing the music way back there. I'm hearing some conversations over there, so okay. This actually takes me back to when I was like 3, 4, 5, 6 years old. I would come here all the time with my mother and grandfather. I even have some home videos from 1998 here and 1999, so. That's a neat police apparatus back there. I don't think I've seen anything like that yet. So, a sailboat way on the other side of the pier. So anyway, earlier I had to walk past some people over there, so whenever I'm in situations, social situations, and there's a lot of people, I'm always a fast walker, and sometimes it's hard to tell myself to slow down a bit. In fact, I have a comedic story. I don't know when it will come up. I already have it made and filmed. But the gist of it is that I am a fast walker. I was always a fast walker, so That's another thing. I mean, I guess walking in public could teach me some patience at the same time, so. Okay, by lifeguard stand 22, and 22 is my number. I was born on the 22nd. I found out last year that these lifeguard stands are named by the corresponding streets, so 22nd Street, I believe, should be like right there. So, that's something I noticed. Another thing that when I'm walking by people, sometimes I almost tip over and such because I'm by a curb or something like that. So. Okay, now the overload of scent is starting to be overbearing again because I buy fish. So, got a pizza there. And dropped. That was interesting. Alright, so now it's like the medulla oblongata of Newport Beach, I guess. So, anyway, I don't know. That's not what it's called, but anyway, the headquarters. So, when the dog is wearing things with metal, it makes a ring sound. I'm hearing bicycles go. I'm hearing car motors and everything. I'm hearing cars starting. I'm hearing tons of conversation. I'm hearing music, and I could handle it, especially if I'm not staying in one place, if I'm not standing in one place. So, anyway, again, I've walked here all the time back when I was like last year and such. Sometimes I wonder, how could people sit down and eat at such a restaurant, or just be able to hear each other in conversation? Well, I surmise that concludes our journey. I thank you for sticking with me and tagging along.